the last 2 weeks, the Department of Player Safety has reviewed dozens of plays for potential supplementary discipline. During that time, we have issued 2 suspensions for violations of Rule 48, the illegal check to the head rule. On November 7th, Tanner Jeannot delivered this illegal check to the head of Canucks forward Brock Boeser. Then on November 16th, Ryan Reaves delivered this illegal check to the head of Oilers defenseman Darnell Nurse. On November 20th, Vegas defenseman Zach Whitecloud delivered a hit on Toronto forward Matthew Knies that was reviewed by NHL hockey operations and the on-ice officials in-game for a major penalty, and was reduced to no penalty. In light of the similarities and differences among these 3 plays and their relatively high-profile nature, we want to take this opportunity to demonstrate some of the nuances that our department examines when we are reviewing hits that involve contact with the head. To begin, let's review Rule 48. Which reads in part, a hit resulting in contact with an opponent's head where the head was the main point of contact and such contact to the head was avoidable is not permitted. This means there are 2 aspects to an illegal check to the head, both of which must be present for the hit to be illegal. First, the head must be the main point of contact of the hit. While the term principal point of contact used to appear in the rule, the wording of the rule was changed in 2013 to main point of contact to better reflect the intention of the rule and the way the players understood it. This means it does not matter what part of the player was impacted first. What matters is what part of the player absorbed the majority of the impact of the hit. Let's look at the video examples. On this hit by Jeannot, while contact is made simultaneously with the head and body, it is clear to us that Boeser's head absorbs the majority of the impact of this hit. Jeannot's arm does contact Boeser's body, but Jeannot's shoulder cap is driven directly into the chin of Boeser with force. On this hit by Reaves on Nurse, Reaves makes minimal contact with Nurse's body, and the head absorbs the brunt of the impact. Note the way Nurse's head moves independently of his body in absorbing the force of this hit. On the hit by Whitecloud, Whitecloud hits through the body of Knies. While there is inarguably head contact here, we see Knies' entire body stopped in its tracks and driven backwards simultaneously with his head in a way that indicates the body absorbed the force of this check. If we determine the head is not the main point of contact, the review ends there and the hit is considered legal within the framework of the rule. If the hit is determined to make the head the main point of contact, we must then contemplate whether the head was avoidable or not. The text of the rule explains multiple reasons why head contact might be considered unavoidable on a play. As both the Jeannot and Reaves hits were deemed illegal for the same reason, having poor timing or poor angle of approach, this video will focus predominantly on this aspect of the rule. But remember that head contact can be unavoidable for other reasons, including movements made immediately prior to contact. For a more complete analysis of unavoidable head contact, please refer to our 2018 video on NHL.com entitled Player Safety Examines Unavoidable Head Contact. Let's look at some examples. Both of the hits by Jeannot and Reaves are excellent examples of players who took a poor angle of approach, causing them to pick the head. Both players cut along the front of their opponent's core rather than hitting directly through their opponent's shoulder or chest, which causes the contact to be directly and forcefully with their opponent's head. Conversely, Whitecloud takes a good angle of approach, stepping up directly through Knies' core. And while Whitecloud does come up off the ice due to the force of the contact of the hit, he does not elevate up excessively or unnecessarily to pick the head as he delivers the check. This means that the head contact on this play is considered unavoidable head contact on a play where the hitter is throwing an otherwise legal full body check. To summarize, remember that both elements of the illegal check to the head rule must be met in order for a play to be deemed illegal. When analyzing an illegal check to the head, first determine if the head absorbed the brunt of the impact of the check, then consider if the head contact was avoidable or unavoidable. If the head was the main point of contact and the head contact is deemed avoidable, it is an illegal check to the head. At this point, the Department of Player Safety will weigh other factors such as the force of the hit, the predatory nature of the hit, any injury that might be suffered on the play, and the hitter's disciplinary history in assessing the length of a possible suspension. We hope this helps you to better understand Rule 48, the illegal check to the head rule.